Hi, welcome back. Episode 4.
I almost said 3.
Yeah, we did 3 last week.
We did.
So this is 4.
This is Darion.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that messes up the number that you're on.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be like 4 podcasts behind you, and Nick will say, hey, we're actually on episode number 22.
Oopsies. Well,
it should have been easier for us because we only have 4.
Right. We just started, and for some reason, we're already fucking it up. But we're here. We've got Darion with us, and he recommended we listen to Jay-Z. So we're going to be getting into that in a little bit. I'm already fucking with my stand. Hold on. Shit.
I'm sorry, Dan.
Oh, no, you're good. I thought I had it, but then I tried to adjust it instead of just letting it be. Yeah, but first we'll start with sports. A lot of shit in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, I have notes on that.
Just while you're pulling that up, QB trades. Do you keep up with the NFL at all?
I
No?
don't watch football.
Okay.
I barely keep up. I used to love watching basketball all the time, and I have slowly tapered off of it.
Just all UFC. Yeah.
That's it. MMA is it. I do like some BJJ and boxing and all that, but that's MMA's that's my thing.
I don't keep up with it as much as I want to or used to.
Yeah.
But
I enjoy it, but there's a lot of fighters. It's hard to keep up with. As I watch baseball and football and hockey.
Plays 100 and something games.
Right. The main thing too is unless you know sites, paying for the big cards too.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that kind of keeps me back from it. But in the NFL, we had fucking Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
got traded to Washington Commanders. I don't think anyone over there is stoked about it.
Carson Wentz probably isn't stoked about it.
No. He's going to be injured probably the whole season. It's what happens.
What team did he go to?
Washington Commanders. It used to be the bad name.
Oh, the Redskins.
Yeah.
They used to be racist.
Yeah, it's all good now.
I was fully with it, though. The Commanders.
Yeah.
That's a trash name.
They honestly should have stuck with the football team. That's what they switched to whenever they were in between names.
The Washington
Football team. That's kind of sick. It's kind of like a soccer club team name. You know what I mean?
I saw a car coming up here that literally their tag was just, the name on it was vehicle. And I said, okay, I see.
That's awesome. That's so sick. The fuck?
That is me.
Oh, you're good.
I'm sorry.
You're all good. I got it. I didn't take the GoPro down.
We'll get like,
You'll see it in the
or
intro.
it'll fall.
That would be awesome.
Just
No, it's on there. I'm gonna need to take it down because I know it's gonna get hot as shit in here. All right. Well, while that tries to.
Water didn't kill it. I think the heat will be all right.
That's fair.
I feel like it.
Part of me wants to just turn on the fan and see what that bitch does.
It's gonna smack somebody in the forehead.
That's content. That's what we need. We need clips.
Or a crack in the screen somewhere.
As long as it's not that one or those over there, because then Jordan would kill me. We'd be fine.
Yeah.
Football.
I was upset that you didn't have the notepad with you. I thought that was the dopest thing ever when I saw that.
Eminem ruined that.
Eminem ruins everything.
It'll be back. It'll be back for sure.
I was happy y'all shit on him a little bit because I was like, yes, finally, it's not just me.
Did you agree with where we had him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My issue with Eminem is he doesn't need to do what he does.
Yeah.
Like, you're solidified as one of the greatest rappers of all time. Just rap. Why do you keep on having Mariah Carey? Definitely not Mariah Carey, but why do you keep on having the pop stars do songs with you?
True.
Yeah. The only feature that I liked really that he had he had some decent ones on Music to Be Murdered By, but the Joyner Lucas song off of Kamikaze, I don't know if you fuck with Joyner at all.
A little bit.
A little bit. I liked that feature. There was something exciting about hearing him on like new production. You know what I mean? But
because he does a lot of his own, doesn't he?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I know Dre did like the majority of his early stuff, I thought.
I think he does a lot of his own. I know Royce had a few on the Music Be Murder By, but I know that he does.
You might pull this a little closer. Sorry, I just saw those waves.
Fist away from the. Is that better?
Yeah, that's what Joe Rogan says, right? A fist. What?
I don't trust Joe Rogan saying a fist.
Hey, you know, maybe he's right
sounds
about
quality,
that thing.
Dude, it's a fist quality.
God damn it. I can't get this
Football.
shit to switch back. Football.
Yeah, sorry to get off.
Oh, you're good. We're bad about it ourselves.
We need ranting.
We do. Russell Wilson got traded.
He did. Where did he go?
He's in Denver.
Yeah. That's a good spot for him.
I think he'll do good out there. Yeah. I don't really care, but I think he'll do fine.
As long as they keep Jerry Jeudy, they're going to be a pretty solid team. Yeah. Jerry Judy's like their star wide receiver. He's pretty solid.
I really don't know much about their lineup.
That's all I know.
Sounds good.
I know Russell Wilson and Jerry Jeudy.
Sick. Wasn't there? Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Right?
Aaron Rodgers is staying in Green Bay.
Yeah. 4-year. How much?
A lot.
Do you remember? It was a lot. Like 200. I almost said 200.
I could be Jamie. I'll just look up the facts while you guys talk about it.
True. That'd be fire. Because it's like,
we need to guest every episode.
Dude, that way we don't have. We can just ramble and not say
I don't
shit.
do shit on Fridays. Just people be in the background doing fact search.
Fire. It was a dumb amount of money.
It was a lot of money for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers now,
and
I think he's past his prime.
Yeah, I know Bears fans are pretty annoyed.
$200 million with a $153 guarantee.
I thought it was $200 million. Okay,
that's a lot of money.
Get your money, Aaron.
That's
Rodgers.
basketball numbers.
Yeah, that's nuts. I thought for sure he was going to go to Denver over Russell Wilson or just retire.
It would be a better fit for their playbook now, but I think they're going to give Russell Wilson a solid playbook since he likes to run some.
Yeah, that'll be good. Only other NFL thing I knew was the guy who was betting on games who got suspended for at least a season, maybe more. Did you see anything about that? What was his name? Do you have it?
He was a big name.
I know he left partway through the season last year, I think, for mental health reasons. And then at some point,
Calvin Ridley?
Yes.
Yeah.
At some point, he bet on some games, and it was only like $1,500, I think is what he bet.
Yeah, it was a very small amount.
Very small amount. Not enough to really do anything. And I think I heard one of them was like an 8-leg parlay, where like 8 different things had to hit. It's like, if you're gonna do it, put more money. Like,
also for it to be an entire year, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, especially they've let like abusers and stuff slide for like 5 or 6
like,
games.
Aaron Hernandez murdered people, so
that's fair.
Or Alvin Kamara, who had an active warrant during the Pro Bowl.
Yes, did you see that?
What?
Yeah, Alvin Kamara played in the Pro Bowl after he like beat a guy to death almost.
Beat a dude up in the club, and then went and played in the Pro Bowl like the next day.
Yeah, but they knew where he was at. What?
I don't know.
We should have got him on the field.
That would have been
that'd
amazing.
Been sick.
That would have been great.
That would have caused a riot, but that would have been funny.
Y'all's levels are way better than mine. I'm so sorry that.
Oh, you're good. We can turn it up.
Just me? Yeah, I think it's totally just me and my shit mic.
Oh no,
We're probably yelling.
Yeah, I'll turn up the level a little bit too. Hold on.
My bad.
You're good.
We're professional.
Fucked up all.
Yeah, it's for the 4th episode. We're ironing out.
We can turn it up in post too.
Turn it up. All right.
The big news for you though.
There was also Chris Godwin got the franchise tag in Tampa.
I missed that.
Yeah,
good for him. Get the money.
He's like their star now since
Brady's gone.
Since the GOAT is gone.
Right.
I say GOAT because I'm not a big Tom Brady fan.
Oh, because he did it, and I was like, I don't know a whole lot about football, but I mean, 7. I mean,
yeah, it's hard not to like. I mean, obviously it's impressive what he did, but at the same time, it just kind of got annoying. You know what I mean?
I just got sick of seeing him all the time.
Yeah.
When Golden State was winning,
That's exactly, yeah.
Just the rage when Durant went out there.
Completely justifiable too.
Yeah. Yeah. You had some exciting news though.
Jerry Jones.
Oh, I'm waiting for you to get to the. Never mind. Jerry Jones is getting sued.
Jerry Jones is getting sued.
Owner of the Dallas Cowboys for
So there's a 25-year-old woman suing him because apparently Jerry Jones is her biological father, and it was brushed under like the rug by like legal teams and stuff.
Oh, you can't have kids no more behind closed doors?
I think the thing was like they agreed that they would keep it like off the records or whatever, that he was the dad as long as he was like paying them pretty well. I don't know if that just like wasn't happening or up to their standards, or
I think the 25-year-old lady, it was like her mom was getting the settlement, and I guess maybe her mom died. I didn't really read that far into it.
I just saw the headline.
Maybe she found out and got upset about it, and she's trying to get money out of him. But I could see Jerry Jones being gone now.
Which you're stoked about.
Which I'm excited about because he makes terrible decisions for Dallas.
Horrible.
I think he's got that old school 70s way of running things. It just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. And no coach that's there is going to really be able to succeed.
Why did we keep Jason Garrett for so long? He was terrible. Anyway.
We'll see what happens with that. The fuck was that? That was the GoPro. All right. The GoPro turned off.
All right.
I thought for sure you were going to like get right into baseball being officially on.
No. I had that NFL list that I really wanted to get through because I'm excited about some of that. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more because we're still really early.
For sure. I'm curious what's going to happen with like Baker and stuff.
Oh, yeah. And Kyler. That's a big one, too.
He apparently refollowed the Arizona Cardinals on Instagram.
Maybe
and then
he was just butthurt.
And then added all of the pictures back of him in the uniform. So that's progress. That's good.
He kept the pictures. That meant something.
Yeah.
He didn't fully delete them.
Right.
I wonder if he just hit them straight to the archive and then
probably.
Back.
I think it was something like he still had like a year or two left on his contract, I think, and was already like, I'm not happy. Y'all need to pay me more. I think that's what it was.
It's probably like a get them to listen to him for once.
Yeah. We'll see if it works for this next season because they started off so hot at the beginning of last year and then they just shit the bed. It was
baseball. So baseball is actually back now, which I figured would happen, but I didn't know it was going to happen today. There's more details coming out later because it's not ratified by both parties yet, but yeah, set to open April 7th, which is good.
Very exciting.
We went through the details last episode, so I guess
just it's happening.
It's back.
Get excited if you watch baseball.
Get excited.
I'll watch maybe one game, maybe.
One out of a lot.
If it's on for some reason, I'll look at it.
Nothing else on.
Yeah. I'll throw it on there. Why not?
I don't blame you guys. Sometimes I don't watch for like a while.
No, I want to give it a shot, especially now that like you're watching more hockey and stuff too. I need to I like baseball, like we were talking about before we started. Going is so much better though to a game. It kind of sucks watching on TV, but I'll give it a shot. That way I can be up to date on what's happening.
I'll let you know when big games are going to happen.
Perfect. That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I can't think of any. I didn't look at like really any NHL news. I'm fucking slacking again on that. Jared McCann, isn't that his name? Didn't he just sign?
Jared McCann got signed to the Kraken, which is cool. I don't know much about him, but I know he's a big name. So.
I thought I saw something where he was in Toronto. He was a Toronto Maple Leaf for 72 hours and then became a Kraken. So don't know what happened there. Don't know if it was like what the quick turnaround was or if I just misread. But that's good for the Kraken.
Yeah.
They need some depth.
They need help.
Yeah, they need goaltending. That's what y'all need bad.
There's not real depth at goaltending.
It's crazy though. Like Grubauer being the best goalie. I know I already said it. He was like the runner-up for best goalie last year, and just
Drieger's my favorite this year.
I haven't really seen him play.
He's been playing more solid, I think, than Grue. But
what do you do?
What do I know?
You fuck with hockey at all?
I support the Blackhawks just because they're a Chicago team.
That's it?
That's it.
They've been under fire recently. I don't know if you've seen any of that.
Some stuff.
It's
Chicago, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
It's like people that aren't. I don't think any of them are associated with the team anymore, except for like I think Patrick Kane and one of the other players were on the team when it happened, but apparently like a player was sexually assaulted by like one of the team.
Oh, I saw that. It was
people.
Like a trainer.
Yeah, one of the trainers, or I think it was like one of the film like trainers or something. Someone who like worked on film and recording. I can't remember the exact details.
It's a weird position.
I'm fucking it up. But like sexually assaulted one of the younger dudes on the team, and they didn't do anything about it, and he was like embarrassed, and I guess people on the team weren't super good towards him during that whole thing, made a lot of gay jokes, I think, in his behalf. So
that's
there's
really cool.
that. Yeah, super cool.
People suck.
So he was getting finger popped and no one done anything about it?
No, they were just I don't know if like they let him go, or if I can't remember if they let him go after that too.
He didn't really get like in trouble at all. If I remember right.
Yeah, I think that for some reason I want to say the person who sexually assaulted him went on to a like high school team.
Oh, so he
after this, and got in trouble there for doing like the same
he's a
thing.
Habitual
yeah,
booty popper.
Yeah, not a good person. So
get him the fuck out of here.
Don't know where they're at now. Hey, y'all have Marc-Andre Fleury though. That's cool. He's a good goaltender. You know.
I have no clue. I'll just retweet stuff. Yeah, go Chicago.
Right.
Zero idea anything about the sport.
Right.
I just support anything Chicago except for the Cubs.
Why is that?
I just
don't fuck with them.
Daniel.
Okay.
Darion, just because he likes the Cubs, I just like talking shit to him. So I just.
He better be watching too.
Oh, he's going to.
Good.
Because I'm gonna tell him that I talk shit about him in the podcast, and I'm like, you got to go find it where it's at, though.
Perfect. Other than that, Colorado hasn't been doing too hot. I'm not stoked on them. They lost last night or 2 nights ago. I can't fucking remember. It sucked.
If Tanner's looking down, we have a TV with the Colorado game on.
I don't even know if anyone scored. They're playing Carolina right now.
Look at that sweet ass mullet though on old boy.
It's fresh.
Why is it wet?
That looks like Kenny Powers.
Oh my god. I don't even remember their analyst's name, but he's been rocking that for a minute. It's a good look. Like it's a good look.
Is he a former player?
I believe so.
I can tell.
The back of that jacket is soaking wet.
It's hot as hell in that place.
He's gonna go bob for apples real quick.
Oh my god.
What? Get his hair wet again. It's got to stay wet, dude.
What an insane way to keep it wet. Like a water bottle would do the job. He was like, nah, bob for apples.
Run it under the sink. Like
I don't know, man. Shit.
How did you get the back of the hair, dude? Like his hairline's really far back.
Yeah,
so
it's a deep tub.
Yeah, he was in there.
His apples weren't floating.
They had weighted apples in there.
Yeah.
God damn it. I don't. What's going on in UFC? What's going on in the UFC?
Free Cain Velasquez. That's what's going on in the UFC. First and foremost.
What? Okay, so I saw that he got arrested for shooting at somebody, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't the story that person he shot at or shot assaulted his niece? Is that the story?
The story has evolved, and from what my understanding is, it was his child. It was his daughter.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
And apparently, the guy has been caught for doing this previously, and then did it. And apparently, it's happened allegedly up to 100 times.
Oh my god!
And so Cain gets word of it because when the report came out, it was just that he shot somebody, and I was like,
"Why?
Who are you beefing with that?" Hands and feet didn't
for sure like
work. Like you're arguably one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, and hands and feet.
You thought you needed
pass
to go.
that
right?
A gun. I was like, he's some extreme stuff. But then it's come out that it was his kid, and he chased the dude down in a truck and fired multiple shots at him and hit his stepfather, the guy's stepfather.
Oh, okay.
And they arrested him. And then they denied him bail because it was too risky for him to be out and about. And I was like, well, if you arrested the guy that was raping the kids in the first place,
What the fuck?
This
Free Kane.
would have never happened in the first place.
That's fucked up. I didn't see all that. I just saw like that initial headline and then that people said it was his niece, but that's fucking crazy.
Nah, apparently it's his daughter, and he did what I feel like
Oh yeah.
That's
a normal person would do.
Take that man out.
Have y'all seen the clip? This is kind of related, where a dude was getting arrested. He was like getting walked through, I think, the courthouse, and there's a dude at like a payphone.
I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
And he pops him in the head.
Domes him.
Oh my god.
He pulls out a pistol and like fires under his arm.
He's a spy.
Headshots him.
Yeah.
The dude was like molesting his kid.
Yeah.
And was going away
Just
for it.
flipped
Oh,
him
fuck,
In
I've
the
seen
courthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Popped him
seen
in the
that.
courthouse. Insane.
You're not supposed to have that in there. How'd he get a gun in there?
I don't know.
He
But,
probably did one of these.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill.
and then he hit a trick shot too. Like he did.
He made it look like someone else did it.
Yeah, it's just real sneaky about it. That video is fucking crazy. And he didn't get arrested or anything. I think they let him.
What?
The judge was like, he did what I would have done.
The judge is
So-
like, yeah, I would totally kill a person.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's what they're doing with Kane. Is why they've denied him bail. Is they're like, look, we're just gonna deny it until we get him.
Right.
And I'm hoping that's what happened, but I don't have much faith in the justice system. So
That's tough.
I think no one should.
No.
I hope that it works out for Kane.
Yeah.
I really do, because that's
You hate to
a
see
tough
it.
situation.
For
But
sure.
every time I've seen pictures of him or like footage of him, he doesn't look too upset that he is in bright orange. Like, he looks pretty
Comfy.
content with his decision.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone in there knows who he is, they're not gonna touch him.
He's got brown pride tattooed across his
That's
out the
fucking
gate.
hard.
He's letting you know exactly, and he has a box shaped head.
Right. They see those
They're
ears,
gonna be
too.
like-
they know not to fuck with.
Yeah, I
They're like,
don't know
oh,
what
he's
tussle
seen
with
some
him.
shit. They're like, oh, you're a UFC fighter and you shot a guy? Be
You're
my
good.
friend.
We're good.
I need to restart my camera.
We got like 5 minutes,
Oh,
I think,
okay.
until
Never mind.
it goes. Any fighters that we should be on the lookout for? Anything like
just
that?
the next card in general will be
Next
really good. You'll have Alexander Volkanovski versus the Korean Zombie.
Yes.
You have Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling.
Oh, I didn't realize they were fighting again.
And they
How'd you feel about their first fight?
it was Oscar award winning performance by Aljamain Sterling.
He did what I thought it was over the top, but I mean,
He got the okay. Granted, he didn't speak English very well, so I don't know how which I assume by now they know the rules. You're
right,
champion. I assume you are aware of the rules.
right.
But I know in some states, I think in Nevada, as long as you have one knee on the ground and one knee up, you're not technically a downed opponent, and where you could.
Mm.
And I don't remember where they fought it, so varying on where.
That's fucked.
Yeah. And so he kneed him in the head, but he claims he got the okay from his.
Like corner.
Yeah, from his corner.
Hmm.
Granted, he was beating the shit out of Aljamain Sterling up in all 4 rounds up until that.
Yeah,
point.
he was
So,
fucking him up. I watched that one, and I mean, I didn't think it was anything too crazy, but he was already losing, so he did what he needed to do to get the
Yeah, I
win.
mean, It's no one
No,
believes it, so
no.
cool, whatever.
You think it's going to be more or less the same thing this time around?
I think Peter Yan finishes it in the second or third. I think he's going in there with the purpose of showing, like, you got it the first time.
Right.
I'm going to show you that I am night and day better than you in every aspect, and I'm going to finish you.
That'll be sick.
And I think I need to look. I think Hamzat Chimaev and Gilbert Burns fight on that card too. I think
That'll be a sick fight. Yeah.
Oh, I'm beyond excited because Gilbert Burns is legit black belt, 3-time IBJJ champion. I mean, he is as legit as it gets on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And also he has like the touch of death when he hits you.
Right.
He'll put you to sleep. And so I'm excited to see how that plays out because that is a significant jump in competition for Hamzat. So
that'd be dope. He's the one, if I remember right, that went like 3 fights with only getting hit like once or twice.
I think he's got, it's some astronomical stat worth. Like he's got like several hundred hits, and then he's been hit 3 times.
Yeah,
maybe. And he's got 4 fights in the UFC.
It was nuts because he did them like back to back to back because it was whenever Fight Island was first like getting used, right?
I think he was out there 3 fights back to back within like 90 days or something like that.
Yeah, because he didn't take any damage, so they're like, "You're good."
How the fuck do you manage that?
In different weight classes too. He fights at 185 and 170.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that'll be a good test for him.
It'll either be a complete mauling in one direction, or it'll be like I think it'll be a back and forth if he doesn't. I don't know. I know Gilbert Burns is legit. He's coming off a loss to the champion, so I know he's legit. But
right.
Maybe that lit a fire under losing that.
I don't know. People talk when you hear interviews about Hamzat, you just hear that he is like it's legit. He's next champion. It's just you've got to get him in there with him.
Right.
And so I don't know
if that's for real.
Yeah, I mean the people who are saying it are other fighters, so I believe it to be true. But everyone says that until they're in there with Kamaru Usman. And I think Gilbert Burns will be a good test. If he beats Gilbert, I just assume giving him the title shot next.
Yeah. Usman's so fucking scary, dude.
That will be a good test for wrestling. I think Burns will be good because his jiu-jitsu is
very good.
Top notch. One of the better. He could go and do that and be just fine. So it'll be interesting.
I have to try to get that one then, or you'll have to hook me up.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. We can cut that.
Dana White DMing me.
You'll have to.
Yeah, we'll throw the intro music right there. Plug your show.
Me and my best friend have a podcast called We'll Figure This Shit Out Later. I've got to figure out a better name for that because
I like the name.
No, it's great.
Because we will. That was the idea that we would eventually figure out a better name, and we just have never gone anywhere with it. But we talk about any and everything. It's difficult to say exactly what, but you can find us on YouTube. I'm going to get with Tanner and figure out the whole uploading to all the platforms because I don't know how to do.
I'll show you that as soon as we get done.
Fucking retarded. But I'll figure that out. And then I have my own coming soon where it's just me. And then I have a guest every episode.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
So,
and follow Maldanado Productions on everything, right?
Studios on Instagram, or you can just follow me, and I have it linked in my bio. So easy way to get to it.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Well, we can get to the main reason that we wanted Darion on here too is
to murder him. I mean, Jay-Z.
I'm sorry about him. I was not excited.
If death is near, then
wait. Before we get into Jay-Z.
Can I send a text real fast?
Goodbye.
Darion agrees with me about Limp Bizkit.
Oh, yeah, I've got notes, man.
We got to yes, he has notes.
Oh, no.
Limp Bizkit for sure is way better than, I don't even remember who it was.
Creed.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to convince me.
Disrespectful that you would ever make a statement like that, like over Creed. That's money. Why would I? I think I literally
This is why. Limp Bizkit.
I don't know what I've done with it, but... Yeah, no. But I have the rest of my notes written.
I know you pulled out your notes.
I have some on my phone.
Okay.
And I have some physically written down while I was watching it at work.
In your breast pocket?
No. It's my titty. Like, I feel like y'all blatantly disrespected Travis Barker last episode. And I was upset with you, Tanner, because I was like, Tanner's a drummer.
No, we both are.
Yeah.
He was in Drumline with me, okay?
Oh, shit, he was.
Yeah. So I didn't mean any hate towards Travis Barker. You know, I wasn't trying to discredit what he's done. or anything like that. I know we used to talk about his fucking like drum remixes all the time in high school.
I think that's why he probably got with MGK, is because he's very in depth with the hip hop community. Like, we fuck with Travis Barker heavy.
Yeah, I didn't mean any hate towards him with that. It's the industry.
Yeah.
Oh, and MGK is trash too. I'm totally with y'all there. Daniel,
thank you.
Say it's a lot of the MGK part of it.
Fan.
He has a tattoo.
Does he have lace up on him?
No, I think it's just the EST 19 XX. I know that'll drive him nuts. So
I follow him on Twitter, and I forgot that, like, I think his Twitter handle at one time was like lace up. So yeah, with Travis Barker, the point we were trying to make was, it's not that he is a bad drummer by any means, but since he is so known within like the hip hop community and stuff,
he's just the go-to.
It's just the go-to, and I don't feel like it adds as much as other drummers potentially could, especially with punk and like hardcore music becoming more of an influence in rap right now. I feel like more drummers from that scene should get sought after, because it would just help both genres so much.
Do you put that on the artist wanting to have a drummer, or do you put that on the drummer for not trying to get in with
I put that on the artist.
The artist reaching out for a drummer to get on, I think it's just people are like, oh, Travis Barker. That's who everyone thinks of. Right. His name is on so much shit. It's like, why wouldn't we get him too?
Especially now with him being on everything.
Right.
Now it's like the thing to do is go get Travis Barker. It'll get you clout.
If you're trying to do this like punk rap genre blend thing, he's pretty much everyone has a Travis Barker feature right now, and that's not bad. Like, he's getting the bag. Feature. Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah. I wouldn't complain about one.
I can't rap, but I'll figure it out.
Just have him like drumming over you talking on the podcast.
I got a mean 16 of like, we can figure it out. If Travis hits me, Travis.
Fire.
I got you.
Give it the boy. But what did you have your notes for Creed or
no? Okay. I just wanted you to know that Limp Bizkit is not better than Creed. Or Limp Bizkit is better than Creed.
There we go.
He's gonna cut this shit.
Cut that. He's gonna make it sound like a.
No, I knew like as soon as we got that list going, that's gonna cause a lot of flack.
Yeah.
It would be like me saying Nickelback is better than somebody else.
Nickelback is better than a lot of people. I don't know what the hate they get for. Nickelback makes phenomenal music.
I don't understand why they became such a laughing stock.
It's Chad, the lead singer. He's
probably
an asshole.
I know nothing about Chad other than he looks like he has ramen on his head.
Ramen noodle looking ass.
Stole that shit from JT.
Yeah, exactly. I had that MGK. Oh, the ghostwriting. I texted you about that, though.
Yes, we were talking about it. So, something about, you talked about Rap Devil having a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Something I didn't realize whenever we talked about it is it was just Ronnie J, the producer, was the other co-writer on it.
Oh.
And so it could have been something as simple as he helped come up with like the melody or like cadence.
Probably his like chorus or whatever.
Whenever he's doing like the let's talk about it part. I wouldn't be surprised,
because a lot of producers will get writing credits. Like if I was looking whenever we were doing that, I was looking at one of those albums that we're going to talk about is fucking horrendous. And I was looking at the production credits and I was like, or the writing credits, and I was like, okay, well, Just Blaze has writing credits. I know Jay writes all his own. He physically even writes down.
Right.
So I know it's not a thing of that. So producers get writing credits, and I said, well, if you sampled a song in it, you've got to credit the
original artist,
the artist, and then a lot of times you even credit the producer of the song, the original song. And I was like, it looks like it may. I could see where it would look like he had a ghostwriter, and he very well may have. I wasn't in there with him, but
right. It's hard to say. They might not put everyone on there, but no disrespect to MGK.
And Rap Devil's better than the Eminem Kill Shot, in my opinion. Like, I think MGK won that battle.
What?
Myself.
Why?
I think it's a better song. I think it has better replay value. And I think normally when you have better replay value...
That's fair.
That's a fair point.
I didn't think about it like that, because back-to-back,
And it was actually a better song than whatever Meek Mill put out.
Yes. Back to Back was so damn catchy. Like, especially in their beef. I listened to that shit all the time. I didn't even take that into consideration. I was looking at their disses more of like just straight lyrically.
Oh, then yeah. No, I'm...
If you look at it at the one time Eminem wins, but I could see where you're coming from.
I've played Rap Devil since then.
Yeah, I would go listen to it probably.
That's my issue with was it Rap God? Where he did like cool.
Yeah, he just rapped as fast as he could. Yeah.
Never listening to this ever again.
That's exactly what we said when we were going through it. Was proud of you.
90% of Eminem's music I'm not going to listen to again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I get killed online whenever I start going in on him.
No,
Main props is
a lot of trash.
Yeah, a lot of not good songs. Some of the early ones are fun just because how dumb they are.
Oh, I love his early work.
But then loses you in the middle section, like we said. And it was just kind of nice to see him come back around a little bit here at the end. Kamikaze is good.
Yeah, I really liked Kamikaze when it came out.
Music to be Murdered By is good. It's just too long.
I wouldn't listen to the long version of it.
What is a good amount of time that you would like an album to be?
I'd say
it's tough.
An hour to an hour and a half. An hour and a half is the longest I would go.
Yeah,
because I start losing interest because now I'm like, well,
this process of us listening to one artist all the way through is really fucking with how much I want to listen to someone now too. I just have a bad time of like referencing how long it should take to listen to an album because they've been so different. But hour and a half is pretty good. You know what I mean?
Going from 50 for me, and I am
spent.
Complete 10 songs. I don't need 15, 17, 18 songs. Please
he had
give me 10.
36 songs on his last album.
There were skits.
Eminem.
There were skits, but there were over 30 actual songs.
I haven't listened to is it the B-side, I guess is what
it
is?
I
haven't listened to that one yet.
Listen to just the B-side section.
It's the best part.
It's like the first
all the way
6 or 7.
Premonition.
Yeah, Premonition is the song of the first actual album. All the B-sides are better than the rest of it. So,
the likelihood that I ever listen to that is is about as good as a bald guy's hairline coming back. It's not gonna happen.
Fuck.
I'm right here.
I wouldn't talk about you. What did they say to LeBron? Shut up and basketball. Shut up and rap. I don't need anything else. Rap, please. What else did I have? CeeLo. Y'all were talking about CeeLo rapping on Earth Gangs. I have not listened to Earth Gangs' album. I know it's good though.
Very
Earth
good.
Gang makes phenomenal music.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I love Earth Gang.
Mm-hmm.
They have a small TikTok audience. I follow them on TikTok. They get less than 100 likes on their TikToks.
I didn't know
which
they
is
were on
crazy.
TikTok.
I'm about to get another follower.
Which is nuts because they do like clips of them rapping or like interviews or like them in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
They have like nobody on their TikTok.
I don't think they get as much love as they need.
No,
they
deserve a
very
lot more
good
credit.
But
what I was saying is CeeLo was a part of Goody Mob. Like CeeLo's been rapping since I don't know what year you were born, Michael, but like
98.
Around that time, like the mid 90s, like whenever Outkast and them were coming up, yeah, they were a part of Goody Mob, and he is a really good rapper. Actually,
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've listened to Goody Mob. If I heard it, it was in passing.
They've got some bigger songs, but I would see like if you're not like real in depth with hip hop, I don't know that you would have heard some of their songs.
I'm gonna have to go find that. All I really knew him from obviously was Crazy, just an absolute banger of a song
for sure,
all time.
Yeah, and like just the hits of like him by himself and Gnarls Barkley.
Yeah, and then the episode of American Dad where he voices a hot tub.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's the voice of like a sentient hot tub, and he just sings in the whole episode. It's fucking amazing.
I will be finding that
later. It's one of the earlier seasons. It might be like, I don't know, 3 or 4. That's like the one I can just go back and rewatch all the time. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll be finding that and looking for that. That sounds like... I feel like you'll be great on shrooms.
I've never done shrooms.
Neither have I, but if I was going to, that would be what
if I were to do shrooms.
That would be that. Beat it that.
Just Steel Green, like caressing your ears with his voice as a tub. It's fucking amazing. God
damn it. I can't even think. That's all I'm thinking about now.
He's like, who do I know that has shrooms?
He's like, I gotta, you know what, I'm trying that.
No, I don't think I could handle that. I wouldn't be okay, I don't think.
I just think of shrooms and then I think of Midsummer. And
I'm like,
oh, that's a nightmare. I'm not doing that.
Just imagine I would take it and then for some reason Scotty would come out of a room and just like, nightmare. And
wake up.
Just start fucking with me. Did you have anything before we got into JC?
You brought up the Linkin Park album.
Yes.
Really give it a listen. It's phenomenally done. And weird little, because I got all the weird little fun facts about Jay. They re-recorded all his vocals in like 48 hours for all the songs because they didn't have his, I don't know if they call them stems or the master or whatever it may be. They didn't have them. So they were like, hey, we don't have that. And he was like, pull the beat up. I got it. And then re-recorded all the vocals for all the songs.
That's fucking nuts.
They have a documentary on YouTube about it.
Oh, I got
called Collision Course.
I know that's the name of the project. So.
Or I'll find it and I'll send it to you on Instagram or something like that. But it gives you details and then they have the performance of all the songs too.
That's
at the end of it.
It's super dope. I'm surprised you hadn't heard it before. For sure, play it on your way home.
I heard like whatever the biggest one out of that is.
Oh, the in the end
Encore.
Yeah,
I've heard that, and I didn't realize that was actually both of them. I thought like maybe somebody just did that.
No, Jay flew to Los Angeles and they did 10, 11, 12 songs.
It's a decent amount. I can pull it up real quick. I didn't think to write that down.
It's solid music. It is really,
especially since they did it together. It wasn't like somebody just putting it together later on. Since they worked on it, it sounds dope. It's 6 songs, but 6 songs.
Oh shit, I was way off.
It's Dirt Off Your Shoulders and Lying From You, Big Pimpin' and Paper Cut, Gigawatt and Faint, Numb and Encore, Izzo in the End, and Points of Authority, 99 Problems, One Step. I can't read the rest of it. I forgot the name of the song.
That's a great title, 99 Problems, One Step.
Yeah. I can't read the rest of the title, though. It's Point of Authority / 99 Problems / One Step something. It won't load the whole thing.
Oh, it's that long?
Yeah, it won't. Okay.
It's great, though.
It's very good. Thank you.
Good shit.
Made me all anxious and shit. Well, we started listening to Jay-Z Wednesday.
Today's Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
For the camera.
We typically record Fridays, but there's a possible snowstorm tomorrow, so we wanted to make sure that we could do this in person because we were looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been anxious all week.
Have you?
Oh, this morning I was at work and I was like, it's coming tomorrow. And then you were like, hey, can we do today? And I was like, shit. I was like, yes, I need to be more prepared.
I was good, like, leading up to it until y'all both got here. And I was like, oh, fuck, we're in it. Like, we're in it. I haven't started hooking up my mic or anything. I'm still cleaning. But we're rolling
just
around.
Chilling, so.
I am excited to hear y'all's notes.
Mine's all mental notes.
Yeah, I'm really bad at
write anything down. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I fell apart. I was on top of it.
Okay, but we weren't having a great like mental day Wednesday. Like we just were both down and tired for whatever reason. Yeah, but that being said, we still enjoyed the music. It wasn't
even in that mindset. I didn't have a bad time at all. No. I had a great time.
I am excited to
even for what you think is his worst music.
Oh, Kingdom Come's a fucking horrible album. There's like 3 good songs on it, and the rest of the album's trash. And that's how I know. I try to be very objective. Like I'm the biggest Jay-Z fan in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some terrible songs. He has horrible verses, and I think he's the greatest rapper ever. But he has horrible verses, terrible songs, and some subpar production on some of them. But I was excited to hear your thought on some of the production.
I loved the production.
Because it gets better as the albums go.
No, for sure.
That's one of my biggest notes.
Yeah, as much as I love like old school boom bap shit, you know, like that, I love that. It was nice hearing that boom bap influence start to get more like synths and keys and stuff added to the newer stuff. Yeah.
That's that Kanye and Just Blaze and
Pharrell.
Yeah, Pharrell.
Rick Rubin. Well, that was the earlier stuff, but Pharrell is one of my all-time favorite producers. I loved all the production. I can't think of a single song where I just like wasn't feeling any of the beats. Honestly, we were talking about it. There wasn't really a downside to any of this for us. It wasn't, especially listening to Eminem last week.
Oh, fuck, anything's better than that.
Right. There were several songs where I just want to get fucking past this. I want to be done. I enjoyed pretty much everything I heard, whether it was like his verses, like just the songs in general. There was never a point where I was like, I want to be fucking done with this.
He also doesn't have any like annoying tendencies like we had with MGK and Eminem where they like repeat the same shit.
Not from what we picked up on, at least in this listen.
The voices he does, bothers me with that. Where he'll, and maybe he's just bored because he's such a good rapper. Where he's like, all right, maybe I gotta do
something.
Or he'll bend his voice or do an accent or something to get words that shouldn't rhyme.
Yeah.
Whereas Jace, and it's probably something that I also have an issue with, is he's too smooth. He's too cool.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes I would like for him to
push a little bit.
Yeah, almost get a little emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's just so.
Just big chilling.
It's just almost like it's too easy for him. Like,
right.
It's like he had nothing to prove, even though he didn't really prove anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in his, even off reasonable doubt, like you can just tell it's like, oh, okay, you're just
super comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's a weakness in his strength.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's cool and it's good that he's like so comfortable, but it's to a fault.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Did you save any off of Reasonable Doubt? I'm looking through right now. I didn't, but I didn't have any that are standing out where I did not like it.
I had one.
Which one was it?
Friend or Foe. Really? Yeah.
You don't like that one? How do you feel about Reasonable Doubt?
It's got one of my favorite songs by him on there, but I'm trying to bring up the track list. Because I was playing him on the way here.
If you need to see.
Oh, I got all of them on my phone.
Okay.
It's just they're not in not numerical, but they're not in alphabetical order. It's a good album. It's not my favorite Jay album. I know that's his favorite album, but
I didn't realize that.
It's his first work. You know, he said it's everything. His entire life has led up to this point.
Right.
So I could see where that would be your baby almost, but.
Yeah, because it's like him in his purest form, basically. Yeah.
There's no industry nonsense. It's just pure, and all the work that it took to get to that point.
Right.
I've got 4 or 5 songs that I actually like on it.
Okay.
And that's, I got The Evils, 22 twos, which I thought was just dope because he said 22 times.
I do remember that. That one was good.
It's just the rap nerd in me just being excited about like, oh, look, he said 22 twos. Like one of those, and then where's it at? Brooklyn's Finest with him and Big.
Yeah, that was a fun song.
I forgot about that one.
What I didn't. So a little backstory. Before this, I only knew Jay-Z from the hits.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. Going into it, I had to learn to like boom bap too. Like I heard boom bap, but it's still not really my favorite
beat
style. But I enjoy it a lot more now because of Jay-Z, but like I didn't know he was friends with Biggie.
Yeah, before he had passed, I think they have a few more songs, and I know they're both from Brooklyn and
Right.
in nearby areas, and so they were pretty cool. And then, that happened.
Right.
I know he took some of Biggie's old songs and then put them on some of the newer stuff he put out too.
And I won't say he steals his little bars here and there from Big, but
it's like almost paying an homage to him.
Like he said in What More Can I Say on the Black album. He said that he was like, if I say a big verse, I'm not stealing, I'm bigging up my brother. His burrow. So it's, and I think Jay got him on that song too, but that's.
I mean, J. Cole basically does the same thing with Jay-Z though.
He does.
I didn't realize that until going through all this of how many lines J. Cole's used of Jay-Z.
If you listen to just rap a lot, like I've caught like Tyler using them. I've caught Pusha T is a
big.
As I've gone through Pusha T's discography, like more and more, I'm like, oh, that's a J bar. Okay, you just catch little things like that, and you're like, oh. So
that's where you get a taste of like their influence.
Yeah, for sure.
Have to keep, I don't know, more of an eye out for that kind of stuff because, like Michael, I only knew the big songs going into it, and then I knew more of Magna Carta than I thought I did. What?
Oh, I just heard.
I was snapping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I couldn't get the name. Did you save any off of In My Lifetime Volume 1? Because
I'm so mad that this, when you like look through just the songs, it's not in order.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
In My Lifetime Volume 1.
Where I'm From.
Yes.
That one of your favorites?
like that song a lot.
I love Where I'm From.
Yeah. That was it. But I like that song.
That's one. I think it might be my favorite song. It's that or The City Is Mine is my favorite off of that album.
Yeah.
Where I'm From, it's just it's that boom bap, Brooklyn, gritty rap, and then just his explanation. It's like he's painting a picture almost in the song about Brooklyn and Marcy Projects and all that. So it's very vivid. You can almost close your eyes and see what he's talking about.
I love being able to see exactly what they're talking about. And that's like with going back to Eminem just for a second, like with Kim, he didn't like it, but I liked it because
you could visualize
I could visualize
much.
exactly what he was picturing because he
right.
Yeah.
I've got to get better about saving songs because I didn't save any off of this one either. Again, it wasn't that I didn't like any of it. I just didn't think about anything. Yeah, and I didn't think about saving stuff until we got to Volume 3, the Life and Times, that album.
That's where I think it took off for the rest of the United States. Like he was obviously big in New York and the East Coast and everything, but I think that's when the rest of the 50 states was like, oh shit, this guy's he's good.
Yeah.
He's nice.
It's not just mixtapes around his area anymore.
No. It's world known, I guess is what I would say.
I do know off of Volume 2, Hard Knock Life.
That might be my favorite.
I love
Such
Hard
a
Knock
great
Life.
sample.
Yeah. On
cool
the
little note about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nipsey said it in an interview on the Breakfast Club that he used that beat in one of his songs, and they were like, hey, what's the clearance on that? And when Jay got the clearance from that from Annie, whoever it was that made that beat initially, he got it cleared for anyone that wants to use it in hip hop.
That's
as long as it's
sick.
for a hip hop song, you'd have to get his clearance on it. You don't actually have to go back to
Annie
and get the clearance. Like you're good as long as you got the okay from him.
That's fucking
That's cool.
dope.
Yeah.
Little fun fact.
That's sick, actually.
I'd never heard that.
That's probably one of the only instances where that's true for a sample.
That you wouldn't have to go all the way back to.
That they're just like, go for it.
Because I don't even know if she's alive anymore.
I doubt it. If she is, she's like 100.
They have an estate, you know,
and then
like
you're dealing with the estate. I'm sure you're having to deal with the publishing company on top of that.
Yeah.
And then you're having to break off amount of money to this person, that person. That I can see where that would be.
Big fucking mess.
I can only imagine.
I've thought about looking into like sample shit and what it would take to get stuff cleared. I'm like, it's not worth it. I'm just not gonna fuck with it. I don't want to deal with any of that.
Well, a lot of it probably they probably just skip over a lot of that shit too,
right?
Or they're just like, no.
That, or even if your beat sounds like something else, then you run into the issue of
copying or like copyright.
Like, well, it sounds like this, but you sped it up. But it's the same thing. It's just sped up. And how did I know that I?
Dua Lipa's going through stuff like that right now with her song "Levitating."
Oh, really?
Where she's getting accused of like stealing that melody from another song.
A melody, like just how you said it.
Which part of the song? Like the chorus?
Like the chorus, yeah. I'll send you the song that's getting compared to. It's like a reggae band or something like that is accusing of her stealing their melody.
I could see that. The cadence of how she says stuff. I could see that being reggae for sure.
But
there's some
my camera quit.
Oh shit.
Wouldn't even pay attention. We'll get that fixed real quick. We can just put the logo up real quick.
Yeah. Damn, it's been an hour.
Technical difficulties. That's probably my favorite album though. Volume 2 is. As I'm looking at the track list, I'm like, yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's got Hard Knock Life.
Yeah, all time.
It's got Jigga What, Jigga Who, which was probably the first time that I heard rapping, other than like West Coast rapping, was like, what the fuck is this? Like I remember vividly my sister had bought the CD and she came home and had it in her CD player and we got to that and I was, what the fuck is this? I was like, hey, can we replay that real fast? And she was like, yeah. That's just one more time. I was like, what is this magical thing that is entering my ears? What is this? And that's when I was like, oh, there's more than just guns and fucking bitches and stuff, which I mean is in the song, but I was
right.
I was about to say one of my favorites I know was Money Cash Hose with DMX. I loved that song.
I love how DMX comes in the song.
Yeah.
Just screaming into the mic.
Is he here? What the? Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I forgot he passed.
Oh.
Now I feel bad.
Rest in peace, DMX.
Rest in peace, DMX. God damn it. Rest in peace.
Oh, and Reservoir Dogs is on that, which I think is probably one of the greatest posse cuts of all time.
I love that song, yeah.
And he had the worst verse on that song, too. Like, it's your song, and you got that terrible verse.
I mean, that's how we felt about, like, a lot of people's, like, I don't know, bigger songs that have, like, good features on it is a lot of times they're almost the worst ones on it. Like, all of MGK's features, I mean, it was MGK, but all of his features were better than him except for the new Lil Wayne one on his new song. I don't know if you've heard that.
No, but I've been killed on Twitter for talking about how Lil Wayne, his rapping ability has gone down. It's just one of those where some days it's high and you're like, oh shit, there he is again. It's that 2009, 2010 Lil Wayne, and then all of a sudden I'll hear some stuff and I'm like, you think about hanging it up anytime soon, buddy?
This is probably the worst one I've heard.
It's awful, yeah.
I'll have to listen to it. Like, if you'll send it to me, I'll
I
listen
got
to
you.
it.
I don't hate autotune, but my God, is there a lot of autotune on his voice.
It kind of just sounds like a fucking microwave.
I hate that because he's such a good rapper.
Yeah, I'm not trying to disrespect him. It's not that.
Lil
It's
Wayne,
just
cut the shit.
cut the shit.
Exactly.
You know he's watching or listening.
Cut it out.
But that's one of the better posse cuts in rap. I really enjoy that song. And I'm just, you listen to it and you're like, all right, where's Jay? And you're like, last verse. Oh, he's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
And then you realize that he didn't do that, and Jadakiss has the best verse on the song. By like a long shot too. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah.
So. Damn. And then Volume 3.
Yes, Volume 3. I have. Hold on.
I have one song.
I've got Big Pimpin'.
That's yeah.
My bad, I got my albums mixed up. Volume 2 is when it went crazy. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Because that's the one that had Hard Knock Life. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you good.
I think this is. I don't know if this was like a lot of people's introduction to like that kind of song too. I just have vivid memories of the Austin Powers like Goldmember movie where they were doing Hard Knock Life and just being like, this is fucking sick. Like, so I wonder how many people that like introduced to that song.
Probably,
you know what I mean?
A new audience that there wasn't a target for.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Austin Powers audience. I think we know who that is.
I wonder.
Fucking us, like me and Tanner. We're the Austin Powers
audience. This is really fucking cool, you know?
Yo, Mike Myers is lit.
He really is.
Yeah. Mike Myers got bars, bro. Look at Vern just doing his thing.
Vern dancing. Rest in peace, Vern.
Rest in peace, Vern.
Rest in peace, Vern.
Oh, he did. Fuck.
Yeah.
He had, I think it was like alcohol problems or something like that.
Damn.
Anyway.
I feel like a shot would fuck him up. Like, no disrespect whatsoever to the dead, but
right.
Yeah, he's
tiny,
like 2 feet tall or whatever. He was a small guy.
This is a sad episode.
Just talking about everybody dead.
Did y'all have anything off Volume 3?
Big Pimpin' is the one I saved.
Yeah.
Because I forgot that UGK was on that.
Rest in peace, Pimp C.
Yes. God damn, another one.
I wish he had I wish he had been around long enough where he had Twitter. Because I know he would get banned in about 4 hours. It's about as much time as Pimp C would have been on Twitter before they got him the fuck out of there. You want to talk about some slurs? Jesus. You can find those interviews on YouTube still. He just said
didn't care.
The thought appeared and then it left. And sometimes you're one of those. You're like, fuck, he got a point. He uses logic with his explanation, and you're like,
that was true what he said about honkies.
that's such a fucking word. Like, if someone called me a honky, I would die laughing.
Where do you put that in cracker?
I got honky way above cracker because cracker, like, it's cool, but honky, just the way it comes out of your mouth.
Yeah,
I would die laughing if someone called me that.
There's not really any slurs for white people that hurt their feelings, but if you get hurt feelings over honky, then yeah,
or cracker,
maybe you need to self-reflect.
Cracker's all right.
There was dudes getting banned off of Twitch for saying cracker.
See, they take it too far.
Yeah.
It's not hate speech.
Right.
It's funny.
Yeah. Jokes are jokes.
It's because there's white people running Twitch. They're like, hey.
Give it to Jack Dorsey. Let him have fun.
Oh, dude, he would let it go crazy. He's not president or whatever of Twitter anymore, right?
No,
he stepped back.
Stepped down, and I don't think that he's even on the board anymore. I think he's fully focused on Square or Cube or whatever the new name. I think it's Cube is the new name for Square, and then they own Cash App. And
okay.
The credit card shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that he was a part of that.
Square, the little
reader.
She said, and then they have Cash App, and now they have Tidal. They bought Jay-Z sold Tidal.
Oh fuck.
And now Jay-Z's on the Square or Cube, whatever the fuck the name is. He's on their board now.
Oh hell yeah.
So
it all ties together.
It all's back to Jay-Z, and that puts us at
the. I'm good. Media train.
Jay-Z's fucking fire. Hova.
What was that?
Literally.
I was gonna be like, yo, Jay-Z's like God. He's connected to everything.
He's
but
Jehovah.
He's Jehovah.
The Dynasty.
Oh, did y'all listen to that album?
Yeah, we listened to The
When
Dynasty.
you sent me the collaboration, I didn't know if that counted.
Yeah, I'll read off the ones we did real quick too, just so we're on the same page, because I didn't think about sending that to you. So we've already gone through those. We did Dynasty, Blueprint. We skipped Unplugged, the like MTV Unplugged thing.
You're not missing. It's a terrible album.
Blueprint 2.
Horrible.
We didn't do Blueprint 2.1.
Nah, because it's just remixes to the original.
That's what we
songs.
thought.
It's not that great.
And we did the Black Album, Kingdom Come, American Gangster, Blueprint 3, Magna Carta, 444, and we circled back and we're listening to some of Watch the Throne.
That's a phenomenal album.
Yeah.
Kanye's production was whenever
Nuts.
Kanye was still toxic, and it was great. When he was with Amber Rose with her little bald headed ass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That was prime Kanye West. Oh my God.
This album helped him a lot too.
That's-
It got him like even more of an audience.
I don't know if I think his first production was on
was it 808s? Or are you talking about Kanye with Jay-Z?
whenever he got signed to the Rockefeller. I think it was the Blueprint, the original Blueprint album. I think it's whenever his first production on a Jay-Z song, and that
I didn't realize it was that far back.
skyrocketed him.
No hate on his music. I love Kanye. Well, sometimes as a person, more often than just his music. But I like his production more than his rap, if I'm going to be honest.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's got up until I think My Beautiful Dark Twisted, whatever the long ass title of that one. I think that was his last good album to me. And then he went.
A lot of people don't like that album too.
What?
Yeah, I know people that hate that album.
I haven't listened to it.
I'm not okay.
It's the album that Runaway is on.
Yeah, I know Runaway. Like, I know that.
Yeah, I'm
Obvious-
totally.
You could argue that might be the greatest hip hop album of all time. Well, I mean, you could argue you'd be wrong.
Right.
Doggy Style is the one, but like I wouldn't be angry at the argument. I would just be like, all right, cool, you're wrong, but I
Right.
respect your opinion.
I need
Have
to.
you heard the Kid Laroi album?
The who?
Kid Laroi. Did you listen to
Get the fuck.
I've been trying to get Taryn to listen to it just because it's so long.
No. That's why I didn't listen to Scorpion by Drake, is because it was a double album, basically.
I understand why he did the double album though.
Is it like two different sides, basically?
He is, to my understanding in an interview, he was talking about how he compares himself to the greats, Big, Tupac, Jay, and them, and he goes, and they all have double albums.
Okay.
And so to complete the checklist, I
You
guess.
needed a double.
You needed a double. He just put out a trash ass double though.
I haven't listened to Donda.
I got like 4 songs in, and I was like,
I would love Donda.
is it good? Really?
I genuinely like Donda a lot.
I'm just trying to think of other long albums that, like, I
Chris
know.
Brown has 2 that are like 40 songs plus.
What the fuck?
Indigo, which actually has a lot of good songs. Like, I push mode my lawn so I could listen to the entire album. Because I was like, if I get on the 0 turn, I'm going to be done fairly quickly. So I had the push mower out, so I had a reason to listen to the whole thing. And it was actually really good. And then whatever album it was before that, there's 40 plus songs on those. It's insane.
We need to put him on the list.
Don't.
All right.
Phenomenal music.
We're not doing
Unless
it.
you want to kill yourself on those last 2 albums listening to
Shoot, I don't
like
need help with that.
almost 2 hours of music. Oh, shit. We can talk. Let's kick the mic out.
Well, we're talking about like torturous, like listen throughs. We alluded to a live stream that we potentially want to do at some point, as like, I don't know, if we hit a subscriber goal or something. And we forgot to bring it up. Like, we talked, like, we'll tell you at the end.
We'll talk about it later, and we never did.
We decided, like, we haven't set the number for what it would take, but we've talked about doing a live stream of listening to all of the music from the Wiggles.
There will be no one in that fucking live stream.
Probably not.
I'll be the only one in there.
Take a crack at how many albums.
This is why.
32.
That's like half. There's 58.
What?
There's 58 albums.
How long are they?
That's not including live ones, is it?
Oh, no, you can't do that.
I think there's 10 live albums.
We're going to see a live suicide on YouTube.
We wouldn't do the live ones. If we were to do that, we would have to make it like another goal or something.
What sucks about it is there's just the one hit that I think everybody knows is Fruit Salad.
Fruit Salad.
What the fuck else would it be?
You ever heard Fruit Salad by the Wiggles, dude?
Fruit Salad, yummy, yummy.
You know, Tanner, I don't think that I'm the target audience for Fruit Salad. I don't think
You're on
they
the
thought
internet,
about
The
me.
Wiggles are for the Austin Powers people.
I just meant you're on the internet. I thought if you know,
I've
like,
never come across that.
God damn it! I'll send it to you.
Can we look at your cookies? I want to see what's in there.
He just starts clearing them.
Talking about the Wiggles, they were on. There's a radio station though over in like Australia. I think Triple J or something like that.
Yeah.
Wiggles were on there not too long ago, or maybe last year, and they did a cover of. I showed it to you. Do you remember what song it was?
Oh fuck, no.
Hold on.
So on Triple J, you might know, they do like a version or whatever, and they get like Halsey and Youngblood did a cover of "I'll Follow You Into the Dark" by Death Cab for Cutie, and like Khalid did a cover of "Fast Car" by
Tracy
Chapman. And
I heard that was actually good. I have heard.
Yeah,
just
it's really solid.
It's where Denzel did his cover of Rage Against the Machine too.
That was Triple J.
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I haven't like watched too many of them, but I've heard the Denzel one.
That's like the biggest thing that Triple J does.
Do you fuck with like Tame Impala at all? You listen to any of their music? Okay, well they did a cover of Elephant by Tame Impala, and it's
pretty solid.
Very surprising how good it actually was.
I'll listen to it for sure. Like Steven's gonna see this and be like, "You don't listen to shit I send you," but if you send it to me, I'll listen to it.
Okay, I got you.
I can't guarantee that it'll be like within the next 72 hours, but it will eventually.
It'll get there. Where were we at on Jay-Z's? We were on the Dynasty.
The Dynasty, yeah.
I saved "I Just Want to Love You."
Classic.
Yes, that song was outstanding.
Pharrell's beautiful production on it. That bass line is so heavy.
Yes.
I liked "Where Have You Been."
It's a great song.
That's one of the features that kept popping up that I always loved those Beanie Siegels.
Him and Memphis Bleak was on a bunch of his shit.
Lived in the same housing projects. So like they know each other like
way back.
Since kids.
Okay. I just realized this. I didn't realize the song that R. Kelly is featured on that album is called "Guilty Until Proven Innocent."
Surprisingly, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't realize that until looking at it just
Nasty
now.
Fucker. They had they have 2 albums together.
Holy shit!
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but that was kind of before things came out, and then like they were on tour, and Jay-Z's homeboy Tata. R. Kelly had some very odd rules for backstage, like don't look at me in the eye. I don't want you so close to me. Like he had you can look it up. There's some weird little things that he didn't want you to do, but looking him in the eye was one of those that he didn't want you to do. And him and Tata got crossways, like while Jay was on stage, and Tata pepper sprayed him.
Oh fuck!
The tour was over after that. Like they
kicked
him off the tour.
Jeez.
And then he comes out. He's a nasty fuck. So
yeah. I guess it was proven.
He deserved more.
For sure it was proven. He's in prison. I need a remaster of that intro. Like, I wish they would go and do a remaster on that, because that intro is one of the greatest intros in rap.
We've listened to so much music, I can't remember what exactly it was.
No,
I'll have to go back through. Was that you only saved that one?
Yeah.
Say I only saved.
This is where I hit a lull in my. So I have insomnia, like legit.
I had a homeboy that does too. So.
Yeah, and Wednesday I was like on no sleep, and so I was in like a really bad mood because of that. This music was good though, so like there's a lot of songs that just went over my head, but yeah, I liked songs, and then immediately don't remember what they sound like.
Yeah.
You, Him, and Her is my favorite off that album, because Benny Siegel said one of the craziest bars I've ever heard in my life.
My bad.
He was like, he said, what did he say? I used to wild off embalming fluid, and then said, it wasn't me, dog. He said, I send dude to the trauma unit. It wasn't me, dog. The high would do it. So he's telling you that he's high off of SHRM or PCP, whatever term you want to use.
What the fuck?
I send people to the trauma unit, which legit is, if you look into his past,
Real?
not a joke. And he said, but it wasn't me. I was high. Like, completely took no responsibility for the fact that...
YNW Melly should have done that.
That's what
No, he
tried
rapped
to
about
do.
it.
Yeah.
He told on himself.
He got a hit off.
You're going to
Well, dog, it
snitch
wasn't
on
me.
yourself.
I was on bath salts. I'm from Florida. What did you expect?
Right. That does bring up a question you had, though, because on one of the later albums, he said...
444.
Yes.
He says, like, I shot my brother or something like that.
Legit. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Because his brother was bootlegging music, and so he shot him.
Fuck.
Like...
Is he
a
alive?
lot of the stuff he's good.
Okay.
And then he stabbed his homeboy Un because he was bootlegging music too in the club.
God damn.
Yeah, like I know we see him as Beyonce's husband, but
No, he was
prior
really
to
about
that.
that.
Like,
That's what surprised me a lot. Like, I should have just known that immediately, but listening to, like, especially early stuff, it's like, man, he's like a legit, like, a mobster.
they treated Rockefeller like a mob.
Like this, they were in like the Sopranos. Like,
It was run off drug money for
yeah.
several years.
Yeah, he doesn't hold back on talking about crack a lot, so.
Sold crack.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to Drug Dealers Anonymous with him and Pusha T,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that project.
they would Tommy Lair, that little lady, the little blonde-headed white chick, I don't know what her, it's Tommy something, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
They did a snippet out of her, some thing where she was dissing Beyonce, and she was like, your husband sold crack cocaine for 14 years.
That's so hard.
And then it cut to Jay's verse
Oh, man.
where they talked about selling drugs. It's a great song.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal song.
I don't know why I didn't realize just like how good he was at talking that shit too. You know what I mean?
It's one of the best.
Just since I only really knew the big hits, you don't hear that shit, right? It's not at the forefront of what he's saying for the most part. Going through that was one thing I was most impressed by, was just him talking that shit. It was a good time.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
The best, in my opinion.
He said that shit in a way it's like you don't really respond. You just listen and you go, yeah.
You know he's about it. Yeah.
The double entendres, the wordplay he has, we could nerd out for the next 3 hours on that.
Right.
That's why I didn't want to go too heavy, and I was like, because I can just like play straight. I can just write lyrics down and be like, yo, did you hear what he said this?
Well, that's like one of the biggest reasons like we want people to come on here when they request stuff is so they can talk
About stuff
details we don't know.
exactly, or stuff that we missed in the listen through.
Yeah.
If nobody has anything for that puts us on the blueprint now. And I think this is whenever, again, we were in that lull. I didn't save any off of
I
Blueprint.
didn't oh, wait. I did. I saved 2 songs.
There it is.
Heart of the City, I know I really liked.
Yeah.
Love that.
I love the flip of that sample.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saved that and then You Don't Know.
I forgot about that
It's
one.
such a loud, I don't know how to word it properly, but it's just...
It's full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's... I think that's just Blaze that did that album. And his beats are normally just screaming at you. I don't know how to... Full, I guess, would be a better way of wording it, but it's...
I know Just Blaze has one of my favorite beats on this entire list, and I think I saved it. I'll have to pull it up, but it has this like crazy fucking drum solo in it, like towards the end.
Phenomenal drummer.
That's what I was gonna ask. Was he drumming or was that a sample?
Is a nerd's nerd.
Okay.
He is a phenomenal drummer. A lot of it is real drumming on his productions. Is him
Fucking
doing
sick.
That's
Love
awesome.
that.
You can look him up on YouTube. I think there's videos of him playing. Like, yeah, he's legit.
I'll have to pull
That's
that up
dope.
then, because that was some of my favorite parts of the production was the live sounding drums. So I'm stoked to hear that it was live.
Oh yeah, it's and weird little on the Unplugged.
Mm-hmm.
Questlove is
Drummed for it.
Yeah, for him.
That's sick.
So
Hell yeah. Did you have any specific things on the Blueprint? Any?
That's probably this one or the Black Album. I guess would be the most commercially success. But again, this took it another. I know it's crazy, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's picking that up or not.
Loud.
There's a plane. Sorry.
It's gonna land in the street.
9/11 all over again. Is this the Pentagon?
Not that I'm aware of.
It's right into the house. It's got Takeover, which was his. That's what started the Nas and Jay beef. It's a great song. Tore Nas' ass up on there. H of the Izzo, phenomenal. You know,
yeah.
Everyone knows that song. Girls, Girls, Girls. Like there were a lot of singles off of this album.
I did like Girls, Girls, Girls.
You don't know. Heart of the City's great. Song Cry is really good, and Renegade with him and Eminem. Eminem
that was
tore that beat apart.
Yeah.
Yes,
that was a solid feature for Eminem.
I was not expecting to hear him this quickly after listening to all of his music, and it was a good feature.
The background on that song was it was originally him and Royce, Eminem and Royce, and then it set for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then M was like, "Hey, I'm working on Jay's album. Is there any way I can give this beat to him?" And Royce was like, "Yeah." And then they did what they did, but Eminem
tore it up.
I like Jay's verse, and I like how he bent and put emphasis on some of the lettering in some of the words. But when you compare it to how M did in his second verse, like you would think Jay heard it and was like, "Okay, wow, I really got to do better than this." And on one hand, I think I relate more to what Jay said, but just the nerd in me about hip hop was like, "Yo, what Eminem did
just went off."
Oh my God.
I mean, it's almost, I don't know. You kind of got to respect it more that he didn't, I guess, feel the need to go in and like alter his verses or anything. I guess after he heard his, he was like, "No, he's just gonna let him kill it." Like
he did. Eminem. That's probably one of my favorite Eminem verses. Just that second verse. It's phenomenal.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen through some of these to make sure that I fully understand what you're saying about some of the songs too. But
that is one of those, like, just like I said, the way he would put emphasis on the ooze in the words that he used. I was like, oh yeah. Like I said, that's that nerd in me that just appreciates little shit like that
right.
People may not
pay attention to, like fully hear if they're not listening for it.
Lyrical miracle.
Awfully very hot coffee miracle. Pot. Blueprint 2, The Gift and Curse. I have a dream. I saved that one because I loved having that Biggie sample, that Biggie verse on there. I did notice that they censored the World Trade Center line, though, on this one.
They're not letting that one.
Not
letting that go
they weren't going to let that go in. It was too soon. And I saved Guns N' Roses.
I'm not mad at it.
I don't know why. For some reason, I got really happy to hear Lenny on that song because I forget about him, so it's kind of like nice.
He has a song kind of off subject, sort of, that other guy I told you about, St. John.
Yes.
And St. John have a song together, and it is really good.
I'll have to
find
find
y'all
that.
would like St. John's music.
I listened to some of his stuff. I haven't dove super deep into it.
That first album is a fucking masterpiece. There's one, in my opinion, one skippable song. I just don't like Roses, but the rest of that album, I mean, it is after another.
I'll have to save that then. I mean, I liked Roses, but it just got to the point where it was overplayed, and then that like remix of it came out, the like EDM one. It's like, I'm not feeling this now. Yeah.
The intro song Lust is, I think you guys would dig it. If y'all
I gotta
ever
check that
look
out.
for something y'all want to do like another person, suggestion, St. John, his albums are really well done.
Or we could just save it and bring you back on for another one. Go through St. John.
Please.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Oh yeah.
It's phenomenal. That's the double album. That's the long Jay-Z album.
I have on Blueprint 2, I have the title track saved. I like the Lenny song, but I like the title track.
I also had As One saved. I missed that one, but that was another one that I had.
I like the Watcher Part 2 with him, Dr. Dre, and Rakim. That was really good. I Did It My Way because I just like whenever he talks his shit, and that's what he did. And then You Don't Know the remix with MOP. Just Blaze did the drums on that, and it's really the intro, like the first 20 seconds of it is really good. And then MOP, they're going to talk about murdering people, so I mean, if that's your thing, hey, listen. Blueprint 2, that's another diss towards Nas, so that was pretty good.
I guess I didn't realize like how much they were going back and forth. I didn't realize that.
Depending on who you ask, me and my sister's boyfriend Robert argued about who won for 3 hours.
Oh damn!
On the drive to one of my uncle's funeral one time a few months ago, and we literally argued for the entire drive about it.
God,
he thinks Nas won, and I'm like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" Like, and we replayed the disses and like we're breaking it down bar for bar in the car.
Yeah.
It was my sister, and my nieces were just like,
"Please, anything else?
Why are we listening to this shit still?" And like, I'm in the passenger seat in the front, and he's behind my sister who's driving. And like, I'm turning around, and we're like yelling at each other. I shouldn't say argue. We debated it.
Right.
They're just like
trying to put in like headphones
speed so that she can get there quicker, so they'll shut the fuck. They won't play this on church grounds.
Did y'all ever come to a final agreement, or was it just agree to disagree?
No, we disagree. He's not ever going to convince me that Nas won because Nas's diss was like stuff you'd say in middle school to each other. He said, Jay-Z with these big dick-sucking lips. It's like, okay.
Right.
And then Jay has like legit facts about, because on Dead Presidents, there's a second version of it on A Reasonable Doubt, but before that they had the original version. And he uses Nas's voice on it. And Nas didn't own his publishing at the time. And so he was having to pay, Searchlight Publishing, who actually had his rights to the music. And he was just giving little facts about, he was like, I know who I paid, dog. It was Searchlight Publishing. And he was like, you don't even own
your
own masters. Damn. You going to try to diss me?
That's tough.
Yeah, if you re-listen to Takeover again and just listen to the last two verses, like, you can damn near go bar for bar and just, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like,
that's why I love in disses instead of like personal attacks, which is just like whatever. Like you ran out of stuff to say, is when there's like actual facts to what you're saying.
That's what cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't disprove facts like that.
No, if you can look it up and see it, you're like, well, fuck. And so that was our argument, was that Jay had the better diss, and he was like, no, Ether is better. And I was like, first off, the Ether beat is trash.
First off, you're wrong.
Yeah. I hear your opinion. It's dismissed.
Any more notes for Blueprint 2 before we get to the Black Album? No?
Nah.
His most commercially successful album. That's before he retired. The Black Album was.
I knew this was a big one for him. I have Dirt Off Your Shoulder saved. Obviously knew that one before going in. That's such a hit. And then Interlude, I saved that. Lucifer.
Kanye West, that was a great Kanye beat. It's loud.
Yeah.
Screams at you right from the jump.
And then My First Song, I saved that one.
Shit off on that one.
Yeah, I really liked that. Did you save any off of it?
Dirt Off Your Shoulder. And then the other ones, I didn't favorite them, but
okay.
Who did that beat?
Dirt Off Your Shoulder? I think it's Timbaland.
It is.
Yeah, because there's the clip of him showing him the beat for the first time.
Yeah,
and he's just got that stank face going.
Dark documentary. It's Fade to Black.
Yeah.
Which it has. He did a show at Madison Square Garden, and it has footage from the show and then footage from the making of the album.
That's sick. Oh, thought we were gonna say Jinx.
No, I don't want to make it weird. Stupid.
What more can I say? It's probably my favorite song off that because he just explains to you why he's the best rapper ever.
Yeah.
Encore. of course, you know, everyone. I think everyone.
Yeah.
knows
I
that
didn't
song.
save it because I already knew it so well. You know what I mean? This is whenever I think I got better about saving songs. Was this album?
Lucifer, and then Allure. Pharrell did really good on the Allure beat. I think that's one of the better beats on that album. Allure is really good.
So the Black Album's like that's his biggest hit so far.
Height, and then he said, "Fuck y'all, I'm out."
Why did he retire? Did he just feel done?
Yeah, I guess he just felt. I mean, to my knowledge, he just felt like he was. What more do I have to accomplish? I mean,
Right.
I'm gonna focus more on business. At the time, he was the CEO of Def Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sick.
And I think Rockefeller hadn't broken up yet. That was a few years later, but focus on business. That was the album before. Never mind. Yeah, he just wanted to.
It wasn't a very long-lived retirement.
He put that
3
bullshit
years.
out.
You get Kingdom Come.
Album.
I saved 2 songs. I saved Kingdom Come, the title track, and Show Me What You Got.
I had nothing. I think this is one of those albums that, like, everything was just like,
I re-listened to it just because I knew, like, I'm extremely familiar with all of them, but because I dislike Kingdom Come so much, I was like, let me just listen to it again, just in case maybe I'm wrong, and I wasn't. Do You Want to Ride is like the only song on that album that I really.
Oh yeah.
Because he wrote it about his homeboy that was in prison, and then he ended up getting him out of prison 3 years early.
Ooh.
So that was pretty dope.
That's sick.
That was
I
it.
didn't realize
That's
that.
the only good song on the fucking album. Hey, Show Me What You Got. It's a pretty sick beat.
I think that's why I saved it, because I think that's the one that has the drumming that I'm thinking of. I could be wrong, but I thought that's the one that has the live drumming at the end, where I was like, "Fuck, this part's sick."
I haven't listened to that song. Like, I listened to it the other day, and I was like, I know this one. This is too known. Skip.
So do you hate the songs on the album, or is it just like?
I just don't think it was a cool album. Like, I remember when it came out, and you know, I have him there, and then I was just wasn't. You're out of retirement. You had years. I don't know. I don't know how long he was working on putting the album together. So I'm like,
he had a while though.
3 years.
Right.
Shit better be amazing. And then I got it, and I was like.
So it's just kind of like hyped.
To me, yeah, within myself, like I put my expectation was way up here, and then that was it. My expectation was the root of my heartbreak.
Oh,
I didn't hate anything about it. That's how all of his music has been, though. Like, I don't know.
Coming off a Black album to that,
yeah. I think that's where it lost me, because I didn't hate any of them, but you get
it just wasn't hitting.
You go from hits and like really solid beats and stuff, and then you get to okay.
Yeah.
Production was pretty good on it. It's just there was no standouts.
Yeah, that's true.
Subpar music that I was like, cool.
It's very fair, especially with the hits off of
the Black
album. Then he retired again, right? And then put out American Gangster.
Okay. You know, shit's so trash, I'm going to go ahead and step out again.
He just tip the cap. See you later.
But the
American Gangster.
It wasn't even like a full year. It's 2006 and then 2007.
Hey, man, listen. Where's it at? Where's American Gangster? There it is.
I didn't save any.
What an album to come back to.
I had Ignorant Shit and Success.
You like Success?
I did. He's like, why?
Yeah, like that's what I know. Like,
I couldn't tell you.
He tore Nas' ass up. I mean, it's him and Nas. It's their
That's
first
probably
song
what it
together
was.
after the the beef it done, and he tore his ass up on there. But it's a cool song.
Yeah, that's probably the Nas thing.
Is what stuck.
Probably.
I don't know why I didn't save any off of this. I think I was just listening. I didn't think to go through and save. But
gotta hit my camera again.
Oh, shitty.
The Rock Boys, great album song off there. I feel like Party Life is good. Ignorant Shit, like he said, and Beanie did pretty good on that. But I just like that beat.
Yeah.
It's a flip of some 80s song, isn't it? I think.
Wait, which song are you talking about?
Ignorant Shit.
Yeah. It's one of those moments where it's lost on me how it sounds, but yeah, it's a
turn it down real soft and figure it out. Hold on.
I just cut it out.
Do you need a clap? We forgot on the last one. We've been talking for like 2 hours.
Hey, we're good.
I didn't even realize it's flying.
Oh, and Blue Magic, because it's about heroin.
That's why you like it?
No, and he... It's the second verse on there. Like, I just like how he did his verse. He did a lot of wordplay into... No, it was the first verse.
I can't figure out what sample it is.
I can look it up real fast.
I can't figure it out.
No, it's definitely an 80s song, though.
I'm about to look and see if Genius has a credit. Between the Sheets by the Isley Brothers. I don't know why I didn't know that. It's from the 70s. And then
it's definitely a 70s song.
Yeah.
Drake did a remix of it, like later on album. Is that the little mixtape he put out where it's
If you're reading this, it's too late.
No, the first one.
Fuck. Shit.
Credits. Give me credit. So Far Gone.
Yes.
Yeah, he did a remix of it.
I felt so stupid.
It's all right, Tim.
Why has my brain been so fucked recently? Like, we'll be talking at work, and I'll try to think of a name, or I can't think right now. I'm blanking on this sentence, but I'll try to tell him like a name of a song or something. Just sit there for like legit 30 seconds to a minute. It's like,
I do that all the time. I think it's because I'm old.
yeah,
it's hitting.
That dementia.
That's a problem. We're all young. Well, relatively young.
My brain is old, dog.
We've been through it.
Yeah. Blueprint 3?
I forgot that was the next album. Blueprint. There's just a lot of singles on it.
There is. Going into it, knew DOA, Run This Town, Empire State of Mind, obviously, and then on to the next one. And I thought there was another one. Oh, Young Forever.
Yeah, I love Young Forever. I mean,
Yeah.
that's probably like the first hit that like I really recognized was Jay-Z. Like back in the day when this came out.
It's a really good song.
Yeah.
Very good sample.
Such a good like use of the sample.
Yeah.
He done it right.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty well sequenced album, I feel like. Already Home was my favorite off of it with Kid Cudi. And I just like that Kid Cudi got that.
I didn't even realize that was Kid Cudi. I had to look. I was like, who is this?
I forgot that song was on that album, honestly, until Kid Cudi had posted a video on it on Twitter a few months ago. And I was like, shit, that was him on there.
He sounds way different now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the way that he words or how he sings, but
I'm going to be honest. I don't even remember that song. Like, I don't remember being like, oh shit, that's Kid Cudi.
I think Kanye did the beat, so it's pretty good, but I just Kid Cudi did good on it.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen. I must have been out on the deliveries, I think, during that one, and just
yeah, you were.
Didn't catch it. I loved the hits off of it. It's hard not to like.
I think I had only hits. Well, I had Reminder. I don't remember what it sounded like.
That's one thing when I was like, they listen to whole albums in like 72 hours before they record.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's a lot
and
of
that tells you a lot of like the songs that we remember what they sound like. That
they
tells
had to
you
be super good for you.
Yeah. And
not discrediting any of these songs that I don't remember.
No.
They are solid. I just lost because there's so much music.
Right, and that's the whole like reasoning behind the list too. Is the list that we've made isn't about like the best songs or the worst songs. It's about the experience of what it was like going through all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like
overall,
what the right, just the entire process, not individual parts of it. And so that's all of it has just been smooth.
Yeah, you You put Miley Cyrus with J. Cole, and I've never been so pissed off in my life.
That's
the experience part.
That's the experience part.
Fucking TV whenever I was.
I know. My wife even. We were driving yesterday, and a J. Cole song came on, and she was like, "You really have Miley and J. Cole on the same line?"
I was doing dishes. I almost cut my fucking finger off when I heard that. Because I had it on I had my sound bar turned up all the way, and I'm sitting in the dishes, and I said, he said fucking what? I said, oh, the God. So I dried my hands off, and I came back and I rewinded. I said, I know Michael did not just say, yeah, that number one with J. Cole. I said, what the fuck is wrong with him?
That's why we really need to spread genres apart.
Yeah, so we talked about this today, is we need to make it where it's more than one list, where we still will have the main one where it's about the experience, but then we will have actual rankings of quality of music in a separate area. Because the thing about Miley's music is it was just shocking the transition she made in her music. I don't know if you went
to like her discography. I just was angry because he said it.
If we want people to try to do this stuff, if they have the time, where like they start
at care at all,
right? If they care at all, like actually try to start at their first albums and go through it, because it makes a difference on how you view their entire music catalog.
I feel like it probably got pretty good. I just know that at one point she put on a Mitchell and S and was shaking ass. And I was like, all right, well.
That's where we disagreed the most, was that album. But yeah, it's really surprising how good her stuff got.
I'll spin it.
I would definitely recommend the album After Bangers.
Miley Cyrus and Her Dead Pets.
Yeah, that's the best album.
Yeah.
What a name.
Yeah.
All right.
She made it with one of the singer of the Flaming Lips, who's from Oklahoma. She was spending a lot of time with them. They're like a psychedelic rock band, if I remember right. He helped with a lot of the songwriting. So it does have a lot of, I don't know, psychedelic rock influences. It's
not really poppy at all, which is great.
It's kind of like, there's some like folk elements to it too. It's really interesting.
I think I've heard a few songs off of it, and I was like, they're good songs.
It's very horny.
It's a
very horny album. Just a heads up too.
Fucking granite the whole time listening to it. I love it.
She said what?
Sorry, Tanner.
No, you're good. You're good.
I didn't mean to. I'll just excuse myself, guys. Sorry.
No. God damn it! Fucking Carolina scored.
Oh God! Finally,
live reactions here, people.
There's 5 minutes left. Well, basically, say, God damn it, Magna Carta.
He got a lot of flack for this album, and I thought it's so top heavy.
Yeah, it was, but I loved this album.
I remember listening to this album when it came out. So I have like that nostalgia bit of it, because I've heard all of the songs already, but I love this album.
Holy Grail is such a good opening track. I forgot about that song. It's fucking amazing. Tom Ford, the 808 pattern in that song.
Yes.
So sick.
That's who's the collab on that? It's Timberland, and I think that might be Just Blaze on there, where they collabed on that. I
got to look more into Just Blaze. I got to look into him more. And then I saved
Picasso Baby. That bass line of Picasso Baby.
Yes. Fuck With Me, You Know I Got It. I saved that one. Great Rick Ross feature.
Yeah. Rick Ross tore his ass up. Anytime him and Rick Ross have a song together, Rick Ross has better verses. But
BBC. Saved that one. And that was all the ones I saved. It was more top heavy, but I really enjoyed Magna Carta, and I think it might be for the same reason. I remember this coming out and listening to more of it than I had any other Jay-Z stuff, so there might be more of like a nostalgia factor tied into it, but that's a standout for me, is that one.
I had Crown, along with Holy Grail, Tom Ford, Fuck With Me, You Know I Got It. I had Crown, Heaven, Beaches Better, and La Familia.
He hit the bottom half.
Beaches was good. I don't know why I didn't save any from the later half. I don't remember.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I've always thought that album was extremely top heavy. Like the top is the first half of it is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And I felt like it fell off a little bit on the second. It's not that they're bad songs, but compared to that first half, I thought it was.
Yeah.
But then that might just be me being just so nerdy when it comes to rap, whereas it's more. Like, I think those are more like melodic beats, where it's not like.
That's where
snapping.
That's where it gets me a lot is the beat change from like the album before, whatever album that was. Help me out.
Blueprint 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot more just like synthy.
Yeah.
Kind of like a swirling feeling throughout the music, and I love
it. Got way more atmospheric.
Yeah, but there's still like the boom bappy drums.
And him and Kanye were actually fighting over the music that were supposed to be on that album versus what they were going to do for Watch the Throne.
Oh,
because
shit.
they, at the tail end of him doing Magna Carta, they were starting Watch the Throne, and there were apparently there's some like real big arguments over what songs that I think Holy Grail was supposed to be on, or Kanye wanted Holy Grail on.
I could see that being on that album.
That one, and he was like, "No, this is for my, this is my single and everything." And they apparently had like a big, not like
right,
blow up, but there were some like a few days of them going back and forth over it, and he was trying to explain to him like it fits in this, the content as far as the lyrical content on it. It was.
It has similar themes, those two albums. So
I'm glad it did get pushed for this one though. I'm glad it wasn't on Watch the Throne.
On that album for sure.
Very good way to start it. I didn't realize that they were working on those around the same time just because Watch the Throne came out 2 years earlier. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that, so that's crazy. We did just skip over Watch the Throne. I don't remember how far I got into it.
Oh, Watch the Throne?
Yeah, I think I got to Made in America.
I have it actually. I was starting it. I don't know if it's HAM or Ham, but that's the song that I got to. I love this album too because, or I guess around that time is when like Jay-Z and Kanye were really on my radar.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, those two albums I listened to all the way through back in the day when they came out. So.
Talking about great intros too, No Church in the Wild.
God, I love that beat.
Fucking so awesome much. Way Frank's vocals on that.
If y'all are really rap nerds, Joe Budden did a remix of it and tore that beat apart. And then he talks about on his podcast like the whole like process behind it. They got to the bar. Jay-Z was like, "I'm out here balling. I know y'all hear my sneaks." And they were saying like they listened to it like in real time, and they were like, "We just cut the beat." And he was like, "Get the vocals off of it. I want just the instrumental, and I'm gonna go in."
I'm gonna have to go listen. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, but that beat is insane.
Very, very fire. Again, Frank Ocean's vocals on it too sound incredible.
He's on a couple songs on that album.
He is.
Jace speaks extremely highly of him. Like they did the Twitter Spaces that they were the little thing, and he was saying that like he's the greatest artist out right now. He was like, nobody makes music like Frank Ocean. He is the best artist out right now, and there's not a person that makes music.
I'm ready for him to drop more.
Who are you telling?
I know we didn't set him the.
We didn't set him up great
on
the
list, but it's it doesn't mean we don't love his music.
It's just he had like extremely high highs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and some of that.
But the thing was, even on like the songs, they're still better than like most people's good songs. So it's so hard to judge his music.
But it's just those highs are so high.
His blow up was almost too much.
Like they're good songs, but just like comparing to.
Right. Who doesn't like Fellas in Paris?
Yeah.
That's an all-time.
T.I. has a good remix of that.
I think I've heard that one, and I did save "Gotta Have It."
Fellas in Paris. Fellas in Paris, fucking golden. I get it, but that's just.
Who Gonna Stop Me is a great one off of there too.
Prime Time is my favorite off that album.
I didn't make it to that one, so I'm gonna have to go.
Oh shit, my bad.
I liked Gotta Have It.
What's the one with Beyonce on it?
That one is kind of to me.
Lift Off. I thought Lift Off was pretty good, and I like That's My Bitch, because I feel like it has it has a crazy beat.
Yeah.
I need to finish it for sure because we wanted to make sure that we just finished his main albums before we got here.
I wouldn't be too angry if y'all hadn't finished 444. It's a good album, but
it's short though.
It was.
It's to the point.
Yeah.
And he did an interview with Rap Radar, and he gives a lot of the background into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Tane. I think you would like it because he talks about how No ID did the production on it, and it's very
love No ID.
Different.
Okay, you'll have to send me that, or I'll have to pull it up.
It's like a 2-part thing, and they're both like an hour each. But it's there's no 4-bar loop to it.
Okay. Huh.
And what else? Oh shit, was he saying about it? Like his vocals on it, he was like doing to like a little handheld.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear it on certain songs, like you can tell he's
like
sick.
the shake to it.
Yeah, and then even the sound of it isn't as crisp as some of the other songs, and you can hear it. And they left it as.
I thought I'd picked up on one song. It sounded like the mic was getting like fucking moved around throughout it, and so I was curious if it was like my Siri or something was fucking up or what.
Like however he recorded it, that's how they laid it down. There was no. I don't even know that the album's even mixed.
I love that because one of my favorite albums is by JPEG Mafia. It's called All My Heroes Are Cornballs. If you haven't listened to it, I suggest it. But whenever he started on a song, he didn't delete anything. Whatever he added, he was like, I'm just leaving it there.
Oh, I'll fuck with that.
And so it's just fucking chaotic. And his music is already different, but I think you'd fuck with it. Like he does all of his own beats and stuff too. Like, do you know Kenny Beats?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Zach Fox. That's just the
classic.
I'm glad.
Zach Fox is one of my favorite rappers right now
Freddie
too.
Gibbs are coming to Oklahoma City in May.
I want to go to that.
That would be sick.
Hey, listen, man.
We got to make that happen.
I saw that Freddie put on his Instagram, and I saw Zach, and I said, I'm in there.
Yeah.
Zach, I love Freddie Gibbs, but Zach alone will get me out of the house.
Yeah. That JPEG stuff, though, he's very lyrical, too. He's real good about
I've heard about
punchlines
it.
and stuff.
Never, listened to it.
I'll send you some stuff after we get done with
do.
this. Did you end up saving any off of 444?
Smile, and that was it.
That's my favorite song off there. That third verse, he just went crazy.
Oh my god!
He just went off on that third verse.
Touching on the handheld mic thing, I was in the van delivering.
I think that's one of them.
But I was driving, and all of a sudden it was like Jay-Z was yelling at me. I was like, "Holy shit, that's so loud!" And it was just the vocals, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And it just went past me after that. I turned the volume down, and I was like, he's yelling at me.
I did like the touch of, that was his mom at the end of it, right? The end of that song. I loved that.
That one caught
Just
their eyes with
for
Frank Ocean. Yeah. The next one, I like that one with Frank. I like what Frank did on that. And Marcy Me's pretty good. I like Marcy Me. It's a real hip-hop song.
Yeah. Well...
We did that.
We did that.
All 13 albums.
All 13.
13 albums, but it went by pretty fast for 13 albums.
It did. It wasn't like MGK, Eminem, Limp Bizkit, where there was just these Creed. Almost forgot Creed. Where there were just these lows of like, fuck, I want to be done with this. I was having a good time all the way through it. There wasn't a single song that I really disliked. I was just kind of enjoying it all, front to back. God damn it, Carolina scored.
Yeah, I saw it a second ago.
Oh, that's late too.
God,
I'm not gonna say anything.
Fucking damn it.
I watched it happen, and I was like,
Did Landeskog just got thrown out?
It was like a purely open shot. Like, there wasn't even a goalie.
Oh, they probably pulled him. That's something, if you don't know hockey, like with like 2 or 3 minutes left, if they're down by 1, they'll just pull their goalie out of the fucking net. That way they can have an extra forward or defenseman to try to have a man advantage in the scoring zone.
But it fucks them on their end.
It doesn't always work. Yeah, you've got to be very good, and Colorado typically is, but I don't know what it's been. This last week, they fucking lost to Arizona. They're going to lose to Carolina right here, and they lost to Calgary in OT. They beat the Islanders like 2 days ago, barely. So I think they're still leading the division. They might not be after this game. I think Carolina might have been in second. Back to Jay-Z, though.
I was going to, while we're on hockey, Kraken's in overtime with Ottawa.
Oh, really? What's the score?
3-3.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, here, this game's fucking hopeless. I'll switch this real quick. Well, you want to talk about where we're talking about putting them on the list, or how you felt about the whole process?
So we all have them on the list.
All right. So the list is for right now is experience. Miley Cyrus.
You're not
going to
offend me because I
I
already think he's a great, and no one can people have tried to. You're not changing this mind.
Darion's just going to be like, no, you're wrong.
Noted and dismissed.
Tanner and I touched on this a little bit. I guess more me. He didn't say where he was going to put him, but I see him up there with J. Cole. But J. Cole's my favorite rapper, so it's J. Cole right below him, Jay-Z, and then Miley Cyrus is in third now.
Fuck yeah, that's all I want. I can go home.
That's where I have him too, because as much as I know, like, J. Cole draws so much inspiration.
He signed to him.
Right. But I don't know. I can't put Jay-Z above J. Cole for some reason, because I know I'm going to listen to J. Cole's music more. You know what I mean?
I have a bias too. Like, I grew up on it. And
right,
so
right.
I'm objective in the fact that I know that, like, I'm always going to have that. And
right.
I have a Hove bias. That's what they call it.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean,
as much as we try not to be biased, we're definitely biased. Like,
this is honest with
all this is opinions, really, but
yeah, it's all based off of a feeling too. You know what I mean? How it was through the process. I just know I'm more likely to go through all of J. Cole's stuff again before I would Jay-Z's time, not taking into consideration how much more Jay-Z had and how much longer it was. I think it is the bias though of like.
And Cole has I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Like, how many albums does he have out? Was it 4 or 5?
I think it's
4.
It's more than 4.
Is it?
It's
Cole World.
It's the Cole World, like Sideline Story, and then Born Center, 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Born Center might be my favorite album, but
2014 still mine. KOD. Hold on, I want to see if I can get them all. After
start at the beginning again. Sorry,
it's like the Sideline Story or whatever.
Cole World Sideline Story.
Yes. Then it's Born Center.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah.
And then it's not KOD. KOD's the next one. It's For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah.
Then it's KOD. Mm-hmm. Then it's the Fall Off or whatever.
The off season.
Yeah.
The Fall Off was what it was gonna be.
Right. I loved his last one. The
I need to
off
listen
season
to it again. I haven't listened to it in a while.
Especially the song.
He's a recent release too.
Yes, that single.
Scared Money.
Yes, it's a feature that he's on. I can't remember. Is it like Yo Gotti? I can't remember whose song that is.
Wait.
Sorry, no, maybe. It's YG and Moneybagg Yo.
Yeah.
I didn't like that song.
You didn't? I liked Cole's feature, and that was it.
That's about the only thing I liked about it.
Yeah. But, well, I'm glad that we, I guess, have your blessing on where we have them.
It's okay. Steven will shit talk him like I do Eminem. So
right. Is that his goat?
Yeah. And I don't know if it really is or if he just does it just to annoy me.
Okay.
For my birthday, the year before 2019.
Mm-hmm.
God, that sounds so far away. It's really not. He got me an Eminem poster for my birthday. We do gag gifts. He got me like this big Jay-Z collage too.
Mm-hmm.
But like the first one I hadn't opened, I was like, "Oh, cool! It's a poster." And I opened it and I said, "What the fuck is this?"
What was it like? Is it a recent picture of him or?
I think it's like one of the more famous pictures of him, and he's like doing this or some shit, and he has like blonde hair and all that. It's.
Sorry, I have to point out Mikey's team just lost in OT.
Oh, you fucking bastards.
Well, we're both losers tonight, so.
I mean, Kraken is the biggest loser. They won the other night, so their streak ended, but I guess they're going to go back on another one.
Fuck.
Why are you doing that? You lost. Whatever.
Because they're sick jerseys, that's all that matters.
Seattle. Cool, man.
They're the only Kraken fans there in Ottawa.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Well, thank you for coming on.
No, I legit was like, so I've been excited about this all week.
You definitely added some great insight and like shit that we wouldn't have known or had the time to really dive into.
We would have been on our phones a lot.
Way more.
Dumb facts.
Yeah. No, it was great. It was awesome learning that stuff since our last or 48 hours have been Jay-Z. It's cool hearing this stuff that we didn't realize or miss. But yeah, again, make sure you go follow his podcast and Maldanado Studios. Did I get it right that time?
Yeah.
Yes, Maldanado Studios.
That's the channel.
Yeah.
The umbrella.
And his podcast, We'll Figure This Shit Out Later. It's a great time. And yeah, just thank you.
No, thank you guys for.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
We'll have you back for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, when y'all
we'll
do
St. John.
Yeah.
I don't even have to be in the camera. Just like put me in a corner and just have me yelling in the background.
We'll just have like texts from you or something.
I'll bring a walkie-talkie in and just.
Yeah, there we go.
It's like, we can hear you, right? Like, we can't see you. Like on Joe Budden's podcast, his engineer, he has a mic, but he's never on camera. And so when they went into quarantine, they did Zoom, and he still like turned the camera away from him.
That's
and you
awesome.
could just see like the edge of his knee, and you could hear him speaking into it. And I was like, that's hilarious.
You got to keep up the consistency. That's dope. Why did I just make it awkward?
Yeah.
Fuck.
As you turn away from Darion.
So, gonna tease that. No, we can tease next episode too. We have another request that we're gonna do as our next listen.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we fucking talked about this earlier.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh god. I need some sleep, man.
Nickelback.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's gonna be Nickelback next week. So shout out Damon. That was his suggestion.
Damo?
Yeah, Damo.
What's up, Damo? I haven't seen Damo since Andrew's wedding.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I don't remember. I don't know where I was going with that. It just broke my brain. Anyways.
Nickelback next week.
That was one of my strokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I've been waiting all podcasts for a reason to say that. That might be the greatest bit of content ever created.
Yeah. Dude, we were just in our break room and we're like, we need to post something like to, announce it's out. And next thing I know, he's just got the fucking camera. He's like, hey, just dropped. I didn't know how to jump in, but
yeah.
Oh well.
That's the greatest shit I've ever seen. I was on Instagram. I think I was at work or something, and I was in there howling. They're like, are you okay? I was like, no. I just saw the greatest piece of content ever created.
Look at this dummy.
No, fuck my coworkers. I ain't showing them shit. Find it on your own, losers.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. Well, this is going to be a long episode. Great time, though. You're welcome. Fuck you, Katie. Fuck you. She's always telling us to make the episode shorter.
Yeah.
If she made it through this.
She said thank you for last week's.
Yeah, well.
I was upset that it was so short, actually.
I like longer episodes.
I like longer, too.
I like longer things.
Yeah.
Yo.
Pause.
I got great lawyers for cops, so dress warm. Charges don't stick to dude, he's Teflon. I'm too sexy for jail, like I'm right, said Fred. I'm not guilty, now give me back my bread. Mr. District Attorney, I'm not sure if they told you I'm on TV every day. Where the fuck could I go to? Plus, ho don't run, ho stand and fight. Ho's a soldier, ho been fighting all his life. So, what could you do to me? It's not new to me, sue me, fuck you. What's a couple dollars to me? But you will respect me, simple as that. Or I got no problem going back. I'm representing for the seat where Rosa Parks sat, where Malcolm X was shot, where Martin Luther was popped. Come on, so off we go, let the trumpets blow. And hold on, because the driver of the mission is a pro.